In Song of Hiawatha, poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow established a long famed tie to Lake Minnetonka. In another poem, My Lost Youth, Longfellow captured a feeling longtime sailors on the lake might find familiar today. I remember the black wharves and the ships, and the sea tides tossing free, and the Spanish sailors with bearded lips, and the beauty and mystery of the ships, and the magic of the sea. And the voice of that wayward song is singing and saying still, a boy's will is the wind's will, and the thoughts of youth are long, long thoughts. We met some longtime Lake Minnetonka sailors in early September. This is their story. In 1977, on a tip from a friend, John, Gjerde and Rolf Turnquist bought a sailboat together, practically sight unseen. Friends at the time, but not great friends, as Rolf recalls. They were taking a chance, going in together on such a big investment. To own a boat with someone is a very dangerous thing to do, Rolf cautions. You might not get along, you might not agree. But it worked out just fine for John and Rolf. 31 years later, they're still racing a sailboat they own together. We met them in early September at the Wayzata Yacht Club on the first day of the J24 North American Championships, held for the first time ever on Lake Minnetonka.
Introduce yourselves for the camera, that'd be great. First names and last names.
This is Rolf Turnquist. We're known as the Oz Boys.
And Oz is the name of your boat, is that right?
That's right. That is correct.
How did you name your boat?
It was short and memorable.
All right.
On the way to the promised land.
Watch too many shows, you know.
And who's this fella here?
This is my son, T. Cody.
T. Cody Turnquist.
Cody, you've been a sailor for a while?
Yeah, basically my whole life. Been sailing on Oz for about 12 years now.
Cool.
How about that, huh?
And he sails more than all of us.
The fourth member of the Oz crew, the helmsman, was Rolf's high school buddy, Bill Allen, a 1972 Olympic gold medalist in sailing.
My name is Bill Allen. I have been sailing on this lake since back in the 40s. We moved out here in 1949. My dad was a sailor. So I've really kind of done this all my life. I just turned 60. And the boat that we're sailing belongs to one of my best friends from high school. And his partner, who owns a boat with him, actually sold me my house up in Plymouth in 1981. So we have a long history together.
A long history is what brought the J24 North American Championships to Lake Minnetonka. It was here in 1978 that John and Rolf and some friends founded J24 Fleet No. 1, the first recognized fleet of J24 sailboats in the world. The sailboat class, the J24, is the most popular racing keelboat in the world. The 24 in J24 refers to the boat's length, 24 feet. The J stands for Johnstone, the boat designer's last name. Additionally, when the J24 was a new design in '77, 4 of the first 5 buyers were named John. One was John Gjerde, who, along with Rolf, took a chance on the new boat design in a partnership with a mind to hold one design races on Lake Minnetonka. In one design contest, crews raced practically identical boats. Rolf picks up the story.
We're the same type of boat sails against each other. And we like that a lot better. So you finish the line first, you finish first. Instead of the boat 10 minutes behind you, correcting over you.
And the attitude of our race committee is that, you know, unless the weather is as nasty as it can ever get, even if there's no wind, we generally have motors. We have a 4 horsepower Johnson on it. We go out because it's all about, you know, spending Thursday night out on the water. And even though we may not sail, there may not be any wind, everybody goes out.
So what is it, after 30 years of sailing, that keeps these guys out on the water? The competition, for one, they all agree, and the camaraderie. And then there's the stories, like the one about the time Bill grilled hamburgers on the boat during a race.
He's racing in the Round Island race, and he's flipping the burgers on the back of the grill while he's racing. We used to have a good stereo system on the boat, on the first boat, when we went to the Morrissey Nationals. Then we had the Wizard of Oz, so before the starting line, we'd start up with the speakers and go, we're out to see the Wizard. Serious.
Sailing is about having fun. This is a very social sport. Going out and sailing and then coming in and telling lies and, and pretending that you should have won and why you didn't. So it's a lot of fun.
So it's just really cool right now. The four of us are together sailing this boat 30 years later. We're still competitive.
On the water, on a sunny September day, it's no mystery why the Oz boys keep returning to the lake, chasing the wind, telling stories, charging hard for the finish line. The final lines of Longfellow's poem, My Lost Youth, come to mind. And Deering's woods are fresh and fair, and with joy that is almost pain, my heart goes back to wander there, and among the dreams of the days that were, I find my lost youth again, and the strange and beautiful song, the groves are repeating it still. A boy's will is the wind's will, and the thoughts of youth are long, long thoughts.